Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this spur of the moment intuitive energy update for midpoint or just beyond the midpoint of this current eclipse season that we're in 2024. As I record, the date is April the 2nd, 2024, and we are getting very close to our total solar eclipse on the 8th of April. So I've been guided here today. If you don't know me, my name's Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I trust that whenever you are guided to these messages, there will be something supportive for you on your spiritual healing, spiritual awakening journey. Okay, so let's just get ready in. I'm going to pull a couple cards here just to settle myself. I will say that this eclipse season is certainly bringing surprising opportunities for healing, deep soul healing. Personally, there has been stuff that has come up really since the new moon in Pisces back on the 10th of March. And most recently, just a handful of days ago, that is really, in my personal experience, offering us a profound opportunity to truly heal. And so we may be presented at this time with situations that are like a time warp, a blast from the past, and in which we come face to face with ourselves and some of our decisions and choices, and it may not be pretty what we're being asked to face. This first card out is your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. And I really feel like, and this card wants to come out as well. What I really feel is being tested is our willingness to face ourselves and to face aspects of ourselves that perhaps we never really dealt with. And in my experience, I'm being taken back to 33 years ago in my life. And the next card out is self-reflection. So yeah, that's what we're coming face to face with. And our commitment to our spiritual journey, our commitment to our spiritual awakening, our commitment to our healing, deep and profound, is being tested. Do we have the courage to go the distance? And I would say yes, if you're here watching this, whenever that time may be, that you absolutely have the courage and you are being called to face whatever is being presented to you. It's an opportunity for souls to heal. It's a new beginning, and it's truly an opportunity to bring deeper peace into our experience. And sometimes we wander through life from, what appears to be one literal disaster to another, searching for what has always been there, or at least what was present for us at various stages and times in our life. And in particular, 33 years ago in my life. And, when I reflect on that time, I really blew my life and that of others, one in particular, to smithereens, without much thought, just really operating from the wounds. And so we are being blessed at this time with an opportunity to heal those wounds and right those wrongs, right those trespasses that we did with another dear person's, dear soul's heart. And sometimes the reflection that we are seeing isn't the best, the the best version of ourselves. And this is what we are becoming. This is what we are given the opportunity to move beyond. And I feel it's really important, particularly if you're watching this before the total solar eclipse. You're really being given an opportunity for some profound healing, like the healing of a lifetime and the gift of a lifetime, the gift that you give yourself. I'm just going to reach over here because I was guided to do some automatic writing yesterday and the day before, actually. They're taking me back to um, the previous page in my journal. So initially, I had written the date, March 24th, 2024, and then I wrote nothing else. And then I was next guided back to write on the 31st of March. So it really felt important that this channeling came through on the 31st of March so as not to carry or to at least become aware of what we were being asked not to carry into April. And initially, I just wrote laughing out loud. And then a number symbolism that had been coming to me, 666 and then 999, tipping the scales in humanity's favor. Divine righteousness rises from within. Righting wrongs, perceived and real, that is the sacred deal. You came to heal. Trespasses can we forgive? Those in order to live harmoniously, joyfully, joyous fully is what I was guided to write. Joyous fully, joyfully co-creating heaven upon the earth as God intended. For all of us, children of light, children of the heart, we are given a fresh start. Clear, take your chance. You will reach your dreams. They are already there within you, within your experience, all of it. Don't quit. Loosen your grip on the perceived and the reality of your experience, for it is this experience that is rich with opportunities for growth, for healing. It's the sacred deal, eh? Remember, you came willingly to break shackles and chains within the mind, collective hive, trap set by Satanists. Yes, I actually wrote that, which I've never written before. Trap set by Satanists that seek only for you to resist all that is divine. They know you were born to shine beyond the ties and loose ends that bind. In your mind, you shine. Shine, 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 light divine, bright, sparkly kind. Be kind, lovable human. And so then on April 1st, April Fool's Day, a couple questions came through. This was yesterday. What are the stories we tell ourselves on repeat? What are the parts of our story that we have yet to tell? That we have yet to face? Welcome grace. Our heartache has led us to this place where we all must face ourselves. Meet yourself with compassion, remembering that love is an action, not simply an emotion. Few indeed have stepped into the deep ocean within themselves, the ocean of eternal love, The story of the child, dear child of light, who came to rise above all the fright, facing themselves with all their might, making right the wrongs and harms done to another dear child of light, sacred lovers, divine birthright. So it really feels that as a collective, we are at a choice point, a critical choice point to heal, you know, heal from the entirety of our experience and to truly practice courage and grace when we face those parts of ourselves that we have denied and we've hidden from. And it's the patterns that repeat. So certainly I have repeated patterns that were created 30 years ago, 33 years ago, 35 years ago. In my personal experience, it was 111 there when I saw that. And we are the gateway to the healing that heals hearts. Because at the end of the day, as much as we're all human, we are eternal souls. And here and now in human form, it is about our spiritual growth and the recognition and the remembrance that we are eternal souls. Oh, this is so beautiful. So as difficult as facing whatever it is right there in front of you that you are being asked to face at this time, the blessing and the gifts outshine it all. So on the table, we have 2 8s, 2 28s, which are 10, a 7, a 2, and a 4. And we're just going to get one more and another 4. I keep hearing, are you willing to step into true power? Which doesn't come from our hardness. It actually comes from our sensitivities. It comes from our willingness to believe in ourselves and our dreams and believe in love again, and to amend behaviors and actions that wounded another. And as you know, as we wound others, we wound ourselves. And so are we ready? And I would say, yes, we are, to face all the trespasses of the heart. Because this is what's going to bring in peace. This is going to usher in peace. The first 2 cards out here are, I never can figure this out backwards. So I saw them like this. 28, which we had with the peace card. And this is really feeling all about healing. Green is the color of healing. This is an opportunity for deep and profound healing for all of us. And, you know, whether we want to face it or not, we are going to be presented with situations, with information, with experiences that really encourage this healing. This is the 28 again. So this is the new beginning. This is the Fool and the Magician coming together to transform all the hardships, I want to say, the heartache, into for an opportunity for love. And with that comes great responsibility and comes great opportunity to forgive. You'll see the imagery of this eclipse, and we see a lot of this patterning, the big X in the sky. We also see that with the deception that takes place in the sky on a very regular basis with the big lines, the tic-tac-toe boards, the X marks the spot, all of that. And this is trusting the intuitive nudges of your heart and trusting that we are being guided and we're being shown the way forward in order for us as the individual, us as the child of light. Yes, we may be, in our 50s or 60s or 70s, or perhaps we're still in our teens and our 20s. Wherever we are all presented with a myriad of opportunities and experiences in our life to trust our heart. And um, and if we do, and when we do, we will be richly rewarded. The truth will set us free, because we are, in fact, here as a being of light. It's our body that lights up. It's our body that is the environment for miraculous healing, for um, miraculous transformations, miraculous healing is what I am continuing to keep saying. This is an opportunity for miraculous healing as we light up our bodies, um, taking care of our bodies, being mindful of our thoughts, because our thoughts create our reality. And what kind of environment are we living in within our vessel? And all disease is a manifestation of the environment, of the thoughts, of the what we're up against by that, the Satanists that have really created this hostile environment for us beautiful and sensitive children of light, children of God, who have come to experience heaven on earth. And it's up to us to create it. And love is an action, right? Our loving actions towards others, towards ourselves, really are paying dividends, because we are all ultimately loved unconditionally. And there's legions of light surrounding this planet, surrounding each and every one of us, encouraging us to step into divine birthright, encouraging us. You can always tell, in my personal experience, you can always tell that the depth of the trauma by how long it takes for us to remember. And I'm really rather shocked and um, surprised by that which has come up in recent weeks. And two is the number of the high priestess, standing on our own 2 feet, trusting our intuition. 1919, which is that 1-1, trusting that is meant for us and for our greatest and highest good. And so we don't really have to push against the grain. We don't really have to fight against anything or anyone, because ultimately all that any of us are fighting are our own demons that we have allowed to live within for a very long time, under the skin, deep down in our experience, deep down in that root and sacral chakra. We also got this card, which is a number 31 and a 4 as well. And this is really representative of the flower of light opening up from the inside, activating this light body with all this support that we have. 448, universal 8-year, really showing up for ourselves, in ways that may be humbling, in ways that may bring us to our knees. And yet it is this that stops the generations of dis-ease in the experience, that stops the trauma of the experience. Because that's, although it's, I guess, if you're watching this, it's what we're here for. And yet we are also here to break those cycles and to move onto and within that beautiful spiral of grace, which I see it like this: as we accept our truth, as we come to understand ourselves more deeply and perhaps why we did the things that we did, then we begin to really heal and come into our personal power. 2021, we are the channel of light. We are the children of light. And, you know, this is a number 16, so it's that 7. Again, back to the physical body. How is your physical body feeling? Mind, body, spirit. And we can do this. We can do this, and we can ease through all the transitions and transformations in our life in peace, with peace, if we choose to believe in the goodness of ourself, the self-reflection, forgiving ourselves for what we didn't know, forgiving ourselves for our trespasses, and forgiving others for their trespasses as well. And, you know, still waters run deep. So there's a deep wave of emotion that's coming to the surface. And there's deep waves of grief that have been moving through. And I would really just encourage you to allow that process. And it's not pretty, it's not easy, you know, and yet it's necessary. It's necessary in order for us as an eternal soul to it's necessary for us as an eternal soul, because as we honor ourselves as an eternal soul, we support the collective awakening, so that we no longer go forward generation to generation trespassing and playing games with the hearts of another dear soul who has come to experience their own divine birthright. So I trust that something in here has been supportive. I feel a little shaky and vulnerable these days, really vulnerable these days, as I come face to face with the girl that was myself back in, you know, the late 80s and early 90s. And, you know, there's a lot. So until next time, everyone, if you, until next time, I see you, I feel you, I love you. If you'd like to be a part of the Total Solar Eclipse, new moon in Aries circle, you can find a link in the description box down below. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me as we navigate these deep oceans that we live within, please do visit my website, which is simply lisalyle.com. And know that I see you, I feel you, I love you. And truly, we are just reflections of one another when we come to each other in our vulnerability from our heart courageously. Until next time, everyone, take good care.